part of my role, I think, as clinical director here is to, when someone comes in with a pre-existing injury, I basically assess them and then kind of triage what they need in order to fix that situation.
I would say I started without knowing how to squat properly. So I had been teaching group fitness and personal training for quite a while, and when I came here and started working with a personal trainer, I'm a personal trainer and I got a personal trainer, Lindsay, and she started teaching me things that I didn't even know that I was doing wrong. So, and I had pain in areas from repetitive movements that were incorrect, and it taught me, basically, it doesn't mean you know everything just because you look fit or you've been doing it for a long time. I've had injuries, yeah, and I've seen David. I actually don't know exactly what happened, but I had pretty bad back pain and it debilitated me for like a week. I couldn't walk, I couldn't bend over.
So when Lee came in, she presented with a SI low back type of injury that she'd had for a while. When I assessed her, I determined that she had some mechanical dysfunction in her hips, some muscles that were too tight, some other stuff that was a little weak that we needed to address. And then I also determined in my assessment, looking at her move, through the movement that was causing her problems, which in her case was the deadlift, that there was some mechanical issues with her deadlift that we needed to address. So part of Lee's case was going to be a manual therapy approach where we were going to treat the hip and treat the low back and relieve some of the tension caused by these muscles that were overly tight, strengthen some of the muscles that should have been contributing a little more that weren't, and then correct her movement patterning in the movement that was bothering her. Okay, so we did that. We did some corrective exercise stuff with her, implemented some abdominal bracing techniques to get her muscles firing as a functional unit around her core to better stabilize her back, changed her setup position and her pull on her deadlift, and then through that, most of Lee's case was mainly positional and homework that she did on her own. I saw her a couple of times and worked through the soft tissue, loosened things off, and then through the exercises and through the changing and functional patterning that we were doing with her, the injury basically resolved itself.